It's natural for most people to assume that all riders in Moto2 and Moto3 dream of competing in MotoGP. Some of these riders will get to do so next year. One of them is Raúl Fernandez, who will join Tech3 KTM next year, even though he is currently in his rookie season in Moto2. There were rumours that he wasn't happy with such a quick promotion, and it has now been confirmed. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, trouble in paradise for KTM and Raúl Fernandez. In an interview with DAZN, Raúl Fernandez was asked about his future. I don't want to talk about the future. It is wrong. I want to stay focused on Moto2. When he was prodded further and asked if he was happy with where he would be next year, he had this to say. No, let's not talk about this further. In a separate interview with Nicky Kovacs, KTM director Pit Beirer explained why they offered Fernandez a place in MotoGP. Other MotoGP teams offered him a place when we said, Raul, we also offer a place in MotoGP and not just Moto2. He then confirmed Raul's reluctance to move up to the Premier class. But before the summer break he told us he wanted to stay in Moto2. We said, if that's your decision, if that's where your heart goes, that's the most important thing. Moto2 or MotoGP, you decide first and we will support you either way. Beirer then spoke about the positives of both options. There are positives and negatives on both sides. To be another year in Moto2 is definitely good. He's still young enough to ride many more years in MotoGP, but catching the swing so quickly and taking the leap into MotoGP, he's good enough to do that. It's true, the desire to stay in Moto2. He then revealed why this decision to promote Raul seemed rushed. Because we reached the summer break and proposals came from different places to compete in MotoGP. However, MotoGP was an option and we had to be fast and counter-propose something from our side. That's what we did, and that's why it all seemed so fast. He then elaborated on the complexity of this situation. We weren't going to force him to go to MotoGP because such a young rider needs to decide and figure out if he's ready for the Premier class or not. That's what it is, and also a rider his age can change his mind and we have to deal with that. He signed off by hinting that everything is fine now. It is not the most important what journalists expect or think. We found a solution, created a plan and moved on. We went to the summer break with a different plan. The break is over and I think we have a good plan now. Fast feed. SRT Yamaha's Valentino Rossi would be very happy to have Dovizioso as his teammate. We have already competed with each other and we have had several duels on the track over many years and there is a mutual respect. I think it would be fun, Rossi added. Former world champion Luca Cadalora is of the opinion that there are moments in a rider's career when you feel invincible, but they end and you have to accept it. It's like going from adolescence to maturity. He added that this would be the right time for Honda's Marc Marquez to do something different, to reduce risks. He could, however, still be very strong. He also suggested that Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro is a rider who is very fast. He is one of those who can do everything on the bike. It's not easy to find someone to put next to him. In response, Aleix stated that it's good that Cadalora has spoken so highly of me. Seriously, I am convinced in my heart that I am now one of the top 3 riders in MotoGP. Maybe for those who still don't believe in me, having Viñales by my side will help me, because I am convinced that I will be stronger than him, he added. This is a sport where it's about the rider, but also about the bike. We have seen that if the bike grows, I can progress, especially this year. Even Marquez, who has been the strongest rider in recent years, if the bike is not perfect, we all have seen how difficult it is for him, Aleix surmised. Ducati's Jack Miller feels that Silverstone is in good condition. Really cool to compare my feelings I remember from 2019 to 2021 and how much the bike has developed over that time. Especially in the first sector, through the sequences of left-rights, it's a big step there. Sepang will host the first pre-season test, while Indonesia's new Mandalika circuit will host the second pre-season test for 2022. SRT Yamaha's stand-in rider Jake Dixon feels that people are always going to have their opinions, whether it's right or wrong, about whether he should have accepted SRT's offer. But obviously, if the opportunity comes around, you're never going to turn down a MotoGP ride. I think it would not be a great thing, it wouldn't look good, he added. I have no expectations. It's obviously a massive learning curve and I can't be expected to do anything, Dixon concluded. And Tech3 KTM's Danilo Petrucci has revealed that he hasn't got any offer from Superbike, nothing that really can be satisfying for him. Is Aleix Espargaro one of the top riders in MotoGP currently? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.